In this episode of Mwah TV, I'm looking at more common branding mistakes you should avoid. This time, marketing with no brand in place. If you've always wondered what the real difference is between branding and marketing, then by the end of this episode, you're going to know exactly why I always advise that branding needs to come before marketing efforts if you're going to expect it to pay off for you in a real significant way. Let's start by looking at why this is such a common problem. So it stands to reason that if you're not 100% sure what the real differences are between branding and marketing, then it's going to make sense for you why I say that this gap in knowledge is why this is actually such a common problem. So many businesses want to run ahead with the marketing part, sometimes even just marketing tactics before marketing, because they're desperate to get sales into their business. Sadly, if you tried that out for yourself, after the initial startup phase, like you do have to be scrappy at the very beginning, but once you've got past that scrappy phase and you're starting to try and get yourself into a scale of predictable growth, you realize that what happened at the beginning of the business is not actually sustainable, and it's not really going to work to build long-term, lasting, impactful yield in your business. Everyone wants to shortcut this at the beginning, and I actually think that's the right thing to do at the beginning. But once you're past like the 1 year, 2 year mark, you're probably going to need to change up what you're doing. And that's when is a really good time to start thinking about investing in your brand and making a marketing plan that's going to last for a whole year, a whole quarter in detail, so that you can start measuring what is working and ditch what doesn't for you. Maybe you're one of the many people I speak to who thinks that building a brand just means posting stuff on social media. And only if you could have 10,000 bajillion followers on Instagram, all of your business problems would be solved. No, that's not branding. That is a single form of online marketing that needs to be working alongside the rest of your online marketing plan that sits on your overall marketing plan that is informed by your brand. See? Tell me in the comments what other big number things or things that you wished for in your business, and then when they actually happened, you realized, maybe with an air of disappointment, that it wasn't actually the be all and end all in affecting your bottom line. Or if you want to keep it private, you can shoot me a quick DM on social and I won't tell anyone, I promise. What's going to happen if you keep ignoring this? So what happens if you keep doing marketing and you have no brand in place? So when you stick to following marketing tactics alone, beyond that initial scrappy startup phase that I've already created the caveat for with this episode, you're going to start developing big branding problems. And I'm talking about problems like not knowing your ideal customer, experiencing inconsistent sales, lack of clarity about the most effective way to focus your marketing and sales efforts, and most importantly, the expenditure part of that, not standing out in contrast to your competition, having no reliable customer loyalty, and getting lost in the trending tactics, which means you're unable to distinguish which trends are going to work well for you and which ones you should probably steer clear from. If you keep doing these things over and over again for a period of time, you're going to start kind of falling out of love with everything, feeling a sense of malaise and disenchantment about why you even try to set up your business in the first place. If that sounds just an itty bitty bit like you, then I want you to subscribe to Mwah TV. If you click the bell when you do that, you're going to get notified every single time an episode comes out here. So how do we start overcoming this? Believe it or not, I've got one big action that I want to set for you when you're marketing without any brand. Can you guess what it might be? I'm not going to leave you hanging like that, man. I'm going to give you some proper things to do. Don't worry. I'm not cruel. I basically want you to book some time out with yourself. Non-negotiable time. You're unavailable to everyone else in the world for this period of time. And I want you to start thinking about these things. Ask yourself, why did you begin your business in the first place? If you've bought this business or you've inherited it, think back to what your outlook was right at the beginning of your role as a business owner. Can you note down what you remember your goals being then? Next, I want you to think about the world in a bigger sense, beyond just your business making money. What issues matter the most to you? Have a think about the issues that are going on around you right now and in the wider world, and try and categorize them. Which one breaks your heart? Which one fills you with the most passion? Then have a think about the impact you want to leave through your business. So what legacy are you looking to leave behind you in your wake when all of your working days are done? These are great angles to reconsider your business from. And they actually form the very beginning stages of developing your brand into being a significant brand of our time that's going to matter to people in a deeply emotional way. Now, you might have watched all this and you're starting to feel even more stuck than you were when you clicked on to watch this episode. Don't worry, this is absolutely something I can help you with. Either you feel stuck and you're in a bit of a funk about your brand and your brand building efforts so far, or you just feel completely lost with this and this is all totally new and maybe even a little bit alien to you. Don't worry, come and have a quick chat with me and I'll point you in the right direction for what you need to do next with where you're at in your business. Come and have a cyber cocktail with me. To book yourself in, you just need to head over to my website, www.laurapearman.com/cyber-cocktail. Scroll down to the bottom of this page and this is where the booking section is. Pick out a date and time that works for you. Fill in the quick form and then you're booked in. And I'll see you there. Let's recap on the key benefits of tackling this in your business. So starting to do marketing that is actually informed by a brand instead of continuing to do your marketing without a brand in place. With a documented brand, with a fully worked out and documented brand, you actually give yourself the gift, and that is the gift of efficient, creative structure. This makes creating marketing and public relations plans a hell of a lot easier, and that makes your online planning even easier so that you can implement the right trends and tactics going on in social media in the way that you create content. You're never going to feel doubtful again. You're going to feel really confident about which one works best for you. All of this narrows down your focus so that you can actually work less to create a much more deeply impactful brand. And all of that activity, by the way, becomes a lot more delegatable too. I'm talking about key marketing hires just like social media managers, community managers, ad specialists, email marketing experts, and your brand touchpoint hires just like graphic designers, illustrators, sound experts, photographers, and website designers. When all of those people work from the exact same brand framework, you actually remove yourself from being a bottleneck in all of those processes. That gives you a lot more time to become the leader that you've always wanted to be and not have to micromanage all of these different people going off on a tangent. Everyone is literally working from the same hymn sheet. And you can imagine those benefits are literally endless. If you've enjoyed learning about marketing with no brand with me this week, then I am willing to bet you're going to enjoy these episodes up next. I'll see you next time. Mwah. Now, before you go anywhere, don't forget to subscribe. Mwah.